From Imprint comes, ladies and gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains from 1982, number 189 in their collection, and this was a real fun movie. From 1982, this is a movie there I've never quite made up my mind of what it is. Is it a rise and fall kind of story? Is it a satire? Is it poking fun at the kind of punk era? Is it championing it? Maybe it's doing all of these things at once. We get Diane Lane as Corinne, a young girl whose mother has died. She has her sister, she's staying with relatives, but her grief has taken the form of rebellion. Rebellion in the form of her band that we hear about at the start.
I mean, we can sit around here and waste our precious time philosophizing about love and make it sound terrific. But what it boils down to is that we're just a bunch of horny dogs.
She is saying that they're going to be massive, they're going to be huge, going to take over the world, they're going to champion the music, they've got messages to say, and ultimately they decide one night, her band and her, to run away, to join with another punk band and go on tour. And they do just that, meeting up with Ray Winston's punk band, who is a kind of support act for a kind of glam rock band.
You punch your own faults!
And we kind of followed this rock and roll lifestyle as the punk start to overtake the rock and roll artists. The artists of yesteryear are kind of pushed aside as the punk rockers become the main focus throughout the tour. And watching Diane Lane, who is just fantastic in this role, she's so fearless, she's so full of energy.
You can be different from all the other girls. And she's on drugs. Suckers! 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 Suckers!
And it's a phenomenal story as we watch the band take the stage for the first time and have this sudden realisation that they're absolutely awful. They've got the courage to stand up there, to try and do what they can do. They just don't have the ability to do it. But it is that magnetic performance by Lane that kind of captures the audience. Her look, her rebellion, her inability or unwillingness to fit in, to stand out from the crowd, really makes her an icon. And as the tour progresses, the Stains become more and more popular.
Good afternoon. We're the Stains.
Particularly and amongst the disenfranchised youth who see this as someone to look up to, not realising that behind the scenes are money men who are driving this forward, who are capturing this idea of this iconic person simply for personal gain, to make some money.
All those little girls back there, they're going to be out here in the stores tomorrow morning looking for your records.
It's terrific. It's such a great film, and to see Diane Lane, to see Ray Winston as Billy, to see Laura Dern in this as well in such a young age, and they're all fantastic in the film. To have that love story between Corinne and Billy is really great, as we see two people whom the world hasn't treated too great come together and make a stand and kind of push aside the punk rock world for a chance at possible love, which they do have throughout the film.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I've been a right bastard. I know I have.
But it's the machinations of ego, it's that rise, that sudden fame that starts to splinter and fracture everyone. The jealousy that comes with it, the business practices that go with it, the self-belief of what you're doing is just perfect, and not having that ability to step back and look at your actions and decide, is this what I really believe? Am I doing what I think I'm doing? Or am I just at a stage now where I feel as if I can do whatever I want because of the backing, because of the money, because everybody's saying yes?
Is that you on stage?
Oh my God, we look great.
Jesus Christ, you look fantastic. You look even better on the screen than you do on stage.
I thought The Fabulous Stains was absolutely fantastic. From the fun music to the absolutely stellar performances, to follow this punk band on the road in 1982 made me feel as if I was there. To see the inner workings and some of the tragedies that happen along the way were rather shocking, but interesting nonetheless. To see these characters of young girls almost come of age in this world was fascinating to watch. And it's a quick and easy film at 87 minutes. It's impactful. What more can I say? The Fabulous Stains was fantastic. A real treat. An unexpected film. One I hadn't heard of before, which I absolutely loved and would highly recommend. I would love to know if you've seen The Fabulous Stains. Let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle. And if you don't mind, hit this video with a like, because it really helps. There's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, the membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.